Hello, gaming fans, as well as my amazing YouTube subscribers, and welcome back to Gold Rush. My name is Daniel Parks, and in this episode, if you cannot tell, I have moved. Moved to the biggest parcel of land out here in the wild. So I got a suggestion from one of the comments that I should go ahead and move here, and so I did. Now, if you can't tell, I've got some digging already going on here, and the reason being is I've got a really sad story. But before we get into that, if you guys are new here, feel free to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And if you guys like the video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. But on to my sad sap story. So I recorded a couple of videos over the weekend, and I was not pleased with many of them at all, and ended up throwing away 2 of them. Well, then I came home, recorded, after work last night, I recorded 2 more, and ended up having an issue with OBS, and the webcam was on, and it was just staring at my desk. I hadn't planned on using it, and it wasn't showing up in OBS, and it just recorded the video there. So I ended up having to throw that episode out as well, which was actually me moving everything over here, which took forever. So I moved everything over here, and that was part of that episode, was moving day, and ended up having to throw out the whole video because of the fact that up in the top left corner you couldn't see anything except for just my desk, and it was the whole episode. So I was very disappointed in that, so I could not post that. It's just not, my type of thing. I don't just throw out content because, it's easy to do. Put content out there as long as it looks good and it passes my expectations, because those same expectations are what you guys would expect as well. So that was really sad. So I'm finally coming out with a new episode today, and I'm going to go ahead and do all the editing and get this out tonight, because I really need to. It's definitely important. So I've got everything moved over to the new parcel of land, and I am just kind of working on getting everything together here. I've got everything moved around that I needed to. Was able to get all my buckets and all of my cords and everything. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick walk around before I get into digging too much. Go ahead and turn that bad boy off. Did fill that thing up yesterday. That took forever as well. But I've got all my cords running here. I've got this little pond over here. I'm not sure where all this water comes from. That looks kind of like a storm drain to me, but I'm assuming there's something up there, maybe in the mountains. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so I've got all of my electrical cables coming out this side, and I try to keep them as close together as I can. I keep getting stuck on them. So I got the water pump going to my shaker, and then I've got all my electrical cords. Now, this was actually too long. It was too far away from there, so I ended up having to use a connector, which I'm, glad about that I was able to get that to work. And for some reason, this cord ended up being shorter than this one over here. Not entirely sure how that worked, but it definitely ended up that way. So I use a connector there as well. And then I've got my stuff set up down here. Also got my wavetable here. I'm going to go and turn this guy on. Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't turn it on. I don't know. It's powered up, so I don't know. It doesn't have power, it says right there, so I'll need to go push the button on that. But I'll do that a little bit later when I actually get to that particular part. So other than that, I think that's about it. So I've got my excavator over here, my dozer over here, and my front end loader right here. Now, the biggest thing that I'm going to be running into today is going to be setting it up to where I want everything to look, right? Because if you start digging too deep here, then you end up not being able to get everything out there the way you want it to be either. So I'm trying to get it to where I'm kind of mining downward, but I don't want to make it to where it's really hard to get in and out and over here to the unloading dock. So that's something I'm going to have to deal with. But right now it's more so just digging around and trying to get some dirt and stuff. Now, yesterday during that episode that I was, ended up having to throw out, I was really disappointed. The name of the episode was going to be I Got Gypped. And the reason being is because I spent about an hour and a half trying to fill up this thing and ended up with like 8 ounces, and that was it. And I was very disappointed in that, because 8 ounces is not good enough, in my opinion, for as much work as I had to put into that. So I'm hoping that that ends up not being the case this time. Maybe it was just something going on. I don't know. And I also thought that maybe it's because I'm not digging down as deep as I could be. Good, I don't like that one anyway. As deep down as I could, so maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe there's more gold down below. I don't know if you guys have found that. You know, guys, feel free to leave that in the comments down below. And, you know, let me know if you found that to be the same kind of situation. But I'm trying to keep everything as level as possible as well, because I don't want a bunch of dips and stuff like that. It's going to happen, but I'm trying to minimize the dips if I can. I don't want to just dig down deep into the ground and stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep it level, trying to get better at that. I'm also using the controller today. I'm not using my wheel setup, and that was by choice. I can kind of work a little faster using the controller, and usually from this view here. Oh man, I don't think I was not close enough. Ah, lame. Lame, lame, lame. But I do hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but hey, you know, at the beginning of the week, I think, in my personal opinion, the beginning of the week sets the expectations for the rest of the week, you know? So, yeah, hopefully it's been good to you guys so far. I know that Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and so is Halloween. Obviously, Halloween sooner. I am excited. More so for Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. Interestingly enough, most people are like, why isn't Christmas your favorite holiday? And I have my own reasons for that. Yeah, I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I enjoy it. I think it's, for me, it's more, it's about the season, right? The giving to others and stuff like that. That's the most important part to me, because I'm just that kind of person. And, you know, that's why Thanksgiving is so awesome, because you get the friends, you get the family, you get the football and everything else without having the stress of gifts and, you know, whether people are going to like your gifts and things like that. So, yeah, that's why it's my favorite. Oh, I got stuck. Come on, baby. Get out of here. Very nice, very nice. That'll work for me. That will work for me. Let's see. There you go. Getting a nice deep black. I think I got a full bucket. I do. So I think I'm getting gypped again. And I'm going to let you guys know why. So earlier, you know, I was mentioning that I only got like 8 ounces out of that last go-around. And I think I'm getting a lot of the same. It's taking forever to fill this thing up. And I'll go ahead and show you. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Boom. Go ahead and cut that off. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn on the wavetable, because that's what matters right now. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So, let's see. Go ahead and go down here. Alright, so I've got 15 and 10 and 40. Now, I've been going for about an hour and a half. Well, actually, an hour and 45 minutes of dumping, going down here. I'll show you guys what all I've done. You guys remember what it looked like before. So I got my little area right there, but this is what I've done so far. So here's a little ramp, and it goes down into here. Now, I don't know if I'm just not in a good area for, you know, gold. I don't know. I didn't think it would matter too much. But you guys in the comments below, feel free to let me know. I've never had this problem before, especially over at the Arnold parcel. So let's go ahead and try this. So I'm at 104 right now, so let's go ahead and see what I can get out of this. That didn't change anything. Alright, so I'm not getting anything out of that. Of course, oh, that's why, because I turned the water off. Oh, man, sometimes, man, I don't understand. Forget the stupidest things. And what the worst part is, I'm actually the one that turned the stupid thing off. There we go. Alright, so it finished processing. I still didn't get anything out of it. So let's go ahead and try this other bucket. go ahead and try this one now that everything's on and working. 105. Really? Like barely. I don't even think that was a full-on ounce. All right, so the next thing we got to do is to go ahead and test it with this, because each one of those is at 40% roughly. Some of them are, you know, I think it was a 39, the rest are 40. So I should still get a little bit out of it. Yeah, I'm not expecting, you know, a ton. Yeah, it's not like I'm expecting 40 ounces or anything, even though that would be really nice. The problem I have with it is it's 2 hours I've been working on this garbage. And I should have more than that. In my opinion, I should have more than 40% to begin with, you know, doing this for 2 hours. But also, yeah. Oh, this thing always falls, man. Then drop that there. That thing fell all the way. There it is. Okay. Is that it? There we go. Oh, man. Really? Oh, for crying out loud. Story of my life right here, yo. I mean, it's right there, and it's... Really? Like, I didn't do anything. I did this, and I jumped down, and it just fell. Alright, well, I'll have to work on that a little bit, really, a little bit later. Alright, so it's 40%. Let's go ahead and dip this thing in here. Go ahead and try it again. Oh, okay, so there's no gold in the miner's mosses. Alright, so let's go ahead and try it. So there's 1 ounce. Man, I'm not even at 2 ounces yet. What the crap? Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's 40%, and I didn't even get 2 ounces out of that. That's going to be a rough living, man. What? How did my bucket get empty? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I mean, 2 ounces, I feel like I got gypped again. Like, I swear I got more out of the old parcel. And you guys, if you guys have any suggestions at all, feel free to put them down in the comments, because I'm kind of at a loss. I'm not going to keep going at 40, you know, at 40% and, you know, hoping I'm going to get something out of it. I mean, 2 ounces is really ridiculous, I personally think. So if you guys have any suggestions, you know, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Gonna try it. Let's see what I got. Yeah, see, I didn't even get a full ounce out of that one. Huh. I also let go of some people. I had to clean up house. I got rid of some people that weren't doing a whole lot and were costing me a lot of money. Yeah, see, it's not letting me. It used to let you do it a couple times, and it's not letting me now, so. I wonder if I just don't have any. I bet you that might be what it is. I guess I'm just in an area that doesn't have any. I wonder if I should move around. I'm going to go ahead and put these things back on because I don't want to... I'm going to go take a scoop out of like a different area and see if I can get anything good out of it. That's going to be my next option. Because I barely got anything out of that one as well. And I don't want it to continue to do that. So I'll go ahead and jump in the loader really quick. And I just wonder if it's like the deeper you go, the more you get. Which, you know, makes sense in a way. But, I mean, that's a lot of money you've got to go through in order to be able to get a little bit out of the bottom. You know what I mean? So I figure I'm deep enough that I should be getting something out of it. But this exact same thing happened last time. The same thing happened last time where I was getting a lot less for how much work I was putting into it. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of come back here in the back and take a test scoop. Let's see. That's a pretty good size scoop. Go ahead and head back. I am going to need to turn all my equipment back on, though. I did shut it off. So I'll need to do that next. And it gets so dark here. Now I need to get some of those work lights. The work lights are going to help me out a lot. Especially down here in this little area. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, look what happens at nighttime, man. Bad stuff. Bad stuff happens at nighttime. Before I actually start dumping this, I'm going to go ahead and turn my equipment back on. Come in here. Alright, turn my trommel back on. Shaker on. And my duplex jig. Here. Actually, before I do that, I want to go ahead and see what I'm at. So I'm at 40 and 39, and that one up there is missing because I dropped it. So let's go ahead and see. Get back out. Alright, so that's 1%, and 2%. I don't know. I don't think that's much of a change, in my opinion. I think because those two down there didn't change at all. They were at 40. I think they were at 40. So 1% for every load, which means I'd have to make 100 trips back and forth in order to get a very minimal amount out of it. I don't see that as being beneficial. I might have to do a little bit of research and see if that might be a bug that's going around, but yeah, I don't really know. Again, if you guys have any suggestions at all, I would greatly appreciate them in the comments below. Feel free to go ahead and let me know. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode done here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to be doing more. I've got to figure out what's going on with that. Otherwise, I'm moving areas again because I can't. It's too expensive to be running all this stuff. And, you know, getting so little. I mean, I did a lot of stuff. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at all that. I mean, you guys saw before, there was none of this stuff here. And all of that, and I barely got about 4 ounces out of all of those that I pulled out. And that's not going to cut it, man. So, you know, it's just going to have to be what's going on. I don't know. So, I'm wanting to get all of this here. I'm going to go ahead and show you my future plans. Let's see if I can. I'm wanting to, you know, bring it around here. It's going to come into here, and then I'm going to start digging somewhere around here in the middle, getting a lot deeper. A lot deeper. There you go. See, look at that. See, I mean, just beautiful. I did such a good job, and I'm very disappointed that I'm getting so little out of it. And even deeper, like, look at all this. I mean, this, you're telling me I got 4 ounces of gold out of all of this? I mean, I'm not going to get much at all. I don't understand. I really don't. I'm glad I've got people working for me and they gain it at such a high rate that, you know, that really helps because I'm at a loss at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you guys are new, feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you guys like the video, please go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, like always, I will see you guys in the next episode.